So something's missing.
So now it's an Xbox?
Ha ha ha. Hey, everybody. It's Erik.
And Thea.
And we are back for a They Played Friday.
Woohoo!
As you can see, tonight we're going to try something a little different. Sherlock Holmes. Thea is a very big Sherlock Holmes fan, and one of the PlayStation Plus free games was the Crimes and Punishment Sherlock Holmes game.
It's not Sherlock, but it's Sherlock Holmes.
Right. It's not what she wants it to be. She doesn't get to be Cumberbatch, Bundersnatch, or whatever his name is.
No, I've liked Sherlock Holmes since I was a kid. I actually read Sherlock Holmes.
I've only read some of them.
I've read probably more than you.
That's probably true. So we're going to try something really fun here. We're going to start a new game, but we have specifically done something tonight, and that is we have turned the voice audio in the game down to 0. In other words, there will be no voices of any characters in the game. There will be subtitles so you can follow along, but we have decided that we are going to put our improv skills a little bit to use tonight, and we are going to play all the characters' voices.
Yep, this is my VO reel. Hope you enjoy it.
All right. With that, let's get started. We're not exactly sure who's going to do what voice yet, so
but Eric's going to start with the controls.
Yeah, I'll be at the controls. We will try and make it clear who we are. Like I said, there are subtitles, so follow along at home, will you? All right, let's go. Oh, that's practically the Sherlock music.
Oh yeah. It's so sciencey.
It's the little gray cells. But look, it says it's starring Sherlock Holmes and Watson, so it's not giving us the actor names, which is good, because we got rid of their voices.
Right, the actors are us, Thea and Erik. Wiggins and the BSI.
Oh,
sounds like a band.
Backstreet Irregulars. It took me a moment to figure that out.
Baker Street Irregulars?
What did I say?
Backstreet?
Baker Street, back. All right. All right, here we go.
I'll be Watson.
Oh, gunshot.
Something's happening. I'm gonna go check this out. Dear Holmes, what's up? What's going on? I guess I should wait till I get subtitles.
You could
Holmes! Holmes, will you stop that? Stop shooting at me. Stop it.
I'm not shooting, Watson. I'm blindfolded. I have no idea where you are.
You're utterly mad. What are you wearing?
I'm dressing a smoking jacket.
Stop, Holmes. Don't shoot.
Is that you, Watson?
Well, of course it is. You almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded? You...
Watson, quiet please. I'm trying to concentrate. Confident step. Clinking handcuffs. Policeman. Ninth step avoided. Inspector Lestrade. Lestrade, what is it this time?
He can see me? Well, here he is. It's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes! How could you? It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Lamages sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You are out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given that we were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try? Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old, an ambitious sort, he achieves much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. He retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Road in Sussex. It's where he lived for 6 years and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious, I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again. What have they done this time? They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman Lee with Mr. Holmes. I should help Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon. My dudes sound the same. They sound too much the same.
I shall go alone, then. Sorry, I was having too much fun laughing at the doing multiple voices at once. Looking very dapper today, Mr. Holmes. What? Oh, the music has kicked in. Do.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on. The policeman's suspicious. Get him. The plants are suspicious. Murder them. Inspector
Strong, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Casey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He is a detective. No doubt you have heard of him. I'll be wait for you.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
Oh, it is true. There's a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
I can, freeze them in place and then look at shit.
You can stop time.
Well, I'm Sherlock Holmes. Of course I can. Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
Oh, at 2 o'clock in the morning I had a terrible scream, but I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all the night drinking in his cabin before passing out. Was the best nights of my life.
How very Eric Idle.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning at around 7 o'clock. Noticed the cabin door was open, but I did not go in to have a look. I knew my husband would not have liked it. He was a shit. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance into the door and... oh dear!
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here after his retirement.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Did he just tell her
Yes,
she's better
life
off?
with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband. And as you know, I'm Catholic, and so I cannot divorce him. But now he's dead.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness. But how do you know about that?
Oh, what the hell? I get to ask questions. Choose the evidence that confronts the statements of a character in order to continue the investigation.
Pilgrimage. She's
No, I'm gonna
Catholic.
try this. Oh, that was wrong. It was red. You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey, and we seem to have bounced back in time.
You get a do-over.
Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband. And as I said, I'm Catholic, and so I cannot...
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
He did just tell her that she's better off without her
Yes,
husband.
Mrs. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Oh, shit. Never mind. Damn it. I forgot to press the button. You've indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey, for the third time. I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon as I am capable of entering the correct buttons.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband. And as you know, I am Catholic.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mrs. Holmes. Oh, Mr. Holmes, for my goodness, how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
Hello, sailor.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary. Oh, you wouldn't be looking for an older, mature woman, would you?
Would be nice if I could run. Okay, what do you think? Oh, see there. Aha!
Ooh,
There's actually
stone
something
pathway.
there. No, there's footprints.
Footprints.
Aha!
Isn't the other guy looking right at them?
These footprints appear to be quite large. The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence. Hello, hello, hello? What is it? Oh. It seems to me someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see. Door lock, scratches. You all right? Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches weren't here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool. Clomp, 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 clomp.
Who?
Oh, holy fuck!
Egads.
Wow, that is more graphic than I expected it to be. Sperm whale. The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches. Shelf. Suspiciously empty space.
Very suspicious.
Outline in the dust. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool, actually. This place is not covered with dust like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box, or a small chest, perhaps. Imagination talent.
So...
Oh, look at that. It, like, reappears and disappears. See, I turn on my imagination, and my imagination has put a box back there.
Oh, boots.
Yeah, I was just thinking that when I saw them in there.
Are they
Take
big?
the boots.
You can confirm.
Ah, see, now we have new examine. Drag down. Aha!
Nope.
They don't match. I'm doing what Sherlock Holmes always does, which is explore everything else before you explore the body.
Yep. He was having a drink with someone.
Rum, a sailor's drink. Tobacco pouch. Tobacco pouch. PC, probably Peter Carey. Can I rotate it and... Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what the fuck? To recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
It's a sailboat.
Oh, yeah, it's totally a sailboat. The question is, how do I get it into the right position? Oh,
Maybe
come
the
on.
angle's a little off?
All right, I'm like looking almost directly at the right thing. So what am I missing? There. Okay, cool.
It was just a...
It is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors. As you know,
It's the good stuff.
tobacco like this is popular amongst Canton cuisine. Damn it, I just did that all wrong. Damn it,
Cantonese
damn it.
cuisine?
Yes, it was going to be a Clue reference, and I totally fucked it up.
Because it was a clue?
Exactly. That was the whole point. JHN are probably the initials of the owner. All right, well, that's not Peter Carey, then.
Nope. Unless he had an alias.
The bloodstain indicates the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, so it landed after he was already dead. Open it. Oh, abbreviations. The abbreviations mean something, but what? The wooden handle is plain and solid.
Cool.
Thanks. The blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with his knife, but he did not succeed. He was impaled to the wall by a wailing harpoon. Wow, that requires a lot of effort.
Yeah. And almost having to get caught.
Fully penetrated the body. Ugh.
Oof.
I couldn't impale somebody through the body with a harpoon if you paid me.
He would have had to just stay there or be very, very surprised.
Yeah, and it says he looks strong, which suggests that he shouldn't have been. He was fully dressed, not caught by surprise. It's possible he knew his murderer.
And having a drink with him, even.
Well, I think somebody spiked the drink and got him dizzy or loopy so they could impale him. That's what I think.
All right.
Oh, what is this button? New buttons keep popping up.
Ooh.
Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. Red color signifies an unachievable clue combination. All right, so...
You're in his brains.
No, that's wrong.
Notebook and pinned to the wall?
And break-in attempts.
Oh, no, break-in attempts.
And notebook. There we go. Task, make an ambush.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
You've lost me.
That's not hard, Lestrade. It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha, so what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us. Do-do-do-do-do.
Shh, be very, very quiet.
We're hunting wobbers.
All right, my fine fellow, who are you and what are you doing here?
You are detectives, I suppose? You imagine I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I am innocent.
Innocent? Then what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you?
You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow I'll see that you are put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
Enough! You can explain all of this to the judge. You come with me to the yard. In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on the young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I'd like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He is waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you, Constable. I sort of expected that would be the case, but thank you for confirming the obvious to me. Oh, look, his belongings are right where I needed them to be. That's fantastic. And a ring.
One ring to rule them all. That's a different ring.
From R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. Dawson, I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. I must go back to 221B Baker Street. Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes, but where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I had lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it'd only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. Oh, time to investigate him.
Ooh, there's a lot of stuff.
There is. A shabby cap, a patch. Oh, thin neck. There was something. Expensive fabric, short sleeves.
So it doesn't fit him, right?
Elaborate buttons, scars, and callus. So I'm thinking it's not his jacket.
Nope.
And
Doesn't fit
he's
him.
poor, but the jacket is rich. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The engraving. The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Now I'll say father's jacket.
Yep.
No, Mr. Nelligan, I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to somebody else, most notably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
What a crappy job.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I am sure that Watson would be happy to oblige. Watson, dear boy, are you around? Ah, yes, you are.
I'm standing all the way over here for you to come
hang
up
on,
to me.
Hang on. I'm going to check my archives. The Dawson & Elliott Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I'm still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him. A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man? Morphologically, I mean.
I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that one before, on the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Wow, things went down last time. Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful. So this is Mythbusters.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig. How did Watson find out all the information about the case when he just stood in 221B Baker Street all this time?
It's a Fight Club thing.
I'm just saying.
Watson's not really there. Yep, it's got an X and everything. Just like on Mythbusters. We are here in the preparation room, and I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Yeah, you think?
No shit, Sherlock.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Oh, I suck.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Fuck you, Watson.
Elta harpoon, dude. Ooh.
Third time's the charm. This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Well, I don't know where to go to next. Regardless, Watson has vanished. You're right, he is Tyler Durden. Watson has vanished entirely.
I told you!
The first rule of Sherlock Club is never talk of Sherlock Club, but the game is afoot. Alrighty, there we go. We tried something different for this gameplay. We'd love to know if you enjoyed it.
It was very Sherlocky.
Yeah, it really was. So if you enjoyed this one, please do let us know. Give us some comments down below and like the video and just let us know if you want us to do more of this mission. There are apparently like 3 or 4 cases in this game, and we're more than willing to do all of them if you'd like us to.
Give us a holler on Twitter. I'm at TheyPlayed.
I'm at TheyPlayed on Twitter. We are both on Facebook as well. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, right there under the options button on the screen is a subscribe button. You are more than welcome to click that subscribe link and join us on all of our video game adventures.
We're fantastic, and we will bring you more.
All right, so until next time, this with our experiment, this is Eric.
And Thea.
And we are He Played, She Played, and we are out.